Hey there, this is Jason again. Hey, I was just wanting to give everybody kind of a highlight, I guess you'd call it, of my upcoming sermon I'll be preaching uh, called Why Church. It's probably going to turn into a series on some areas of about the church and why do we have church? What is church? Why do we worship? Why do we sing? Why do we do these things? Why is there baptisms in the church? Why are there kids ministries in church? So all of these things that we see in church will be coming out here in the next few months. And so February 20th, I'll be starting this series, and the first message is going to be Why Church. So I just kind of wanted to give you, some thoughts that I had pertaining to this. Is Jesus died for the church. In Ephesians 5, it says that he loved the church. He died for the church. And so I just wanted to say, did you know that Christians gathering in church is one of the greatest acts of Christianity that we can perform as Christians? Just gathering. Notice I didn't say the church. I said the gathering of Christians. And so the quick concept is if you're born again believers of Jesus Christ, then you are part of the church. We become church. Matter of fact, the Bible tells us that we are God's temples. In 1 Corinthians 3:16, it says, "Don't you know that you yourself are God's temple, and that God's Spirit dwells in your midst?" So, as believers, we're kind of these little churches running around. And so, Jesus also tells us in Matthew 5 that we have to be lights of the world as Christians. And so we're these little, just kind of think of this concept, we're these little churches running around, and our lights are supposed to be shining. And so what do you think is going to happen when Christians gather together in one place? Is that light's going to just shine and be so bright? That's just a really cool concept to think about. And I also want to let you know that when I said Jesus died for the church, he didn't die for the church building. He died for you. He died for me. He died for all humanity. So when we look at that, he didn't die for a building. He died for the people sitting in that building worshiping him. And I just want you to, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, hit the little subscribe button down below. That way you can get a notification every time I come on. I love y'all. Glad you guys are listening here. Want to encourage you, if you don't know Jesus and you've never started a relationship with Christ, reach out to me. Go to a local church. Find a good believer in Christ, a good scriptural church that's in your area. If you don't feel comfortable with getting a hold of me, find somebody to get some information on how to get into a relationship with Jesus Christ. It doesn't have to be me. You can find somebody to guide you through that. Any questions that you may have, hey, ask on the comments down below. Be a perfect place to ask. All right. See you until next time. Be blessed.